Good morning, traders. How's everybody doing today? So we're going to be rocking with no video again, partially because I'm a little lazy.
Good morning, traders. How's everybody
Sorry about that.
doing today?
It's probably going to be a really bad echo for a second. I forgot to mute YouTube. But anyways, like I was saying, we're going to be rocking with no camera. We're just going to go screen share here today. I'm actually going to be buying a new camera here pretty soon, and a lot of stuff going on here in my life. But anyways, it's all good. All good. So good morning. Two stocks here on my watch list specifically. You know, at some point in the day, maybe I trade something different or follow something different. But for right now, I really like the way SFIX and Momo, look this morning with their earnings. Pretty good gap up. So let's go ahead and make this just full screen, one screen, drop some of this off. Good morning, little maestro, and good morning to everybody. No. We still have the stash. Actually, the stash has been trimmed up a little bit because it's getting a little bushy there, so we had to trim her up. All right. You know what's funny, Anthony, is, actually I had a buddy over last night that does a lot of professional shooting, and he has a Sony A7, was trying to get me to get it, but that thing's a couple $1,000s, pretty pricey, so we'll see. But anywho, all right, we're going to get into it. First one here is SFIX. What's going on, Dave? Oop, what the hell am I doing? There we go. All right, guys, so here's SFIX, SFIX. You can see this is their movement so far this morning. Right here you can see that little blue-red circle. That means earnings. Good morning, Raphael. Good morning, Nanner. So you can see they had an earnings report, and it's running up into this little red dotted line here. I'm sure you guys could probably figure what that is. That's a resistance level area. And that would be from this daily chart, right? So if you look at this daily chart, 3 earnings ago, SFIX had an earnings and they gapped down in this big candle at 34.83 or close to 35. That was the start of the gap down. So SFIX overnight gaps down, and that's the start of its trading day from the gap down. All right, so then you go over today, and you'll see that that's exactly where SFIX is running into, is that level. So it's right at a pretty good resistance spot, right? A lot of people shorted on that gap down. Sellers came in. So, this is definitely a resistance zone. So what are we looking for? We're looking to see if Momo can break, it's looking to see if SFIX or SFIX can break over the 35 mark for long. That's the way a lot of people would be trading it. If it can break over that 35 level, some people are going to probably be taking it long. If it can't, then a lot of people will be taking it short. What we do know here pre-market, it had nice consolidation, around this area, right in 33.20s. So pre-market, after hours, 33.30s area, that's going to be a support potentially. Same thing with 33 or 32.82. Same thing down here at 31.99. And that's ideally where your support levels are, or intermediate supports are going to be from pre-market or after hours trading sessions. So, you also got to look, right? So here's the thing, guys, right? So if you're looking at Momo, or not Momo, I keep saying Momo, I'm terrible at that. Anyways, if you're looking at SFIX here with us and you're thinking if it breaks 35, it's got room to go to 38. Yeah, it definitely has room to go to 38, right? And then you also got to think to yourself, though, it's already had a really big day, so it's already moved quite a bit, So that's what you have to be able to determine for yourself is it kind of worth it, right? So personally, I would like to see Momo maybe dip, retest the pre-market low area, hold true, then watch it for a long. Don't necessarily want to chase it up and out of the gates. But that's just it. If Momo can break over that 35, just as I believe it was Sebastian, yep. Just as Sebastian said, if it breaks 35, you might see it run up to about 38.50, which would be this candle low right there. Right, so if it breaks that 35 level, might see it shoot up and kind of fill in this area. Okay. LPCN started kind of hitting. I think I noticed the ticker LPCN just before I hopped online, so I didn't get time to actually look at it. I'll cover Seal in a second here. On to the next one is Momo. Pretty straightforward here. Kind of the same deal with Momo. Momo's an earnings play. Right, had its earnings report pushing up to these previous days' highs. Here's the chart. Just seeing if Momo is going to continue up on the day. That's just ideally it. Momo earnings play, gap up, holding up. It's got a couple resistance marks to get over from the previous days here, right? So if it can continue pushing up over this level, Momo might have, relatively a good day on its hands. Now I want to point something out, that if you look at Momo's earnings from the past couple times it had earnings reports, it didn't move dramatically, right? It moved a little bit, gapped up, kind of had a little bit of movement. So don't expect this thing's going to move $5, $6 a share. Probably move like $2, maybe $3 a share in the day. Okay, so keep that in mind. So Momo for us, potential long bias trade. If it can get up and over previous day's highs and continue running, of course. All right. I'll take a quick look here at SEEL. I know a lot of people are probably asking about this because, let me guess, it's probably up a little bit pre-market. Yes, sir. So with SEEL, for me, I won't trade it. Maybe. It's possible. If it picked up and started having a good day, then maybe I would actually trade it. But as of right now, I'm really not crazy about it, right? SEEL had its big move. It had its big sell-off. This is just a short-term intermediate bounce from all this selling pressure. Now it's holding support, right? So you can see this. This is all support, right? All this stuff from over here, that's all support. And now the stock has held that support, and it's just bouncing, right? It's just bouncing up a little bit. Right, so this is nothing to get all geeked about. This is just normal movement. It's possible it has some more moves. So this is something to take, still watch, but don't get like crazy about it. Don't think that this is going to happen today. This move you've seen will definitely not happen today. Not even close. So might have a little bit of moves to the upside, but it's not going to be anything near as big as it was the other day. Okay. LPCN, I'll take a look because I know a lot of people asked about it. LPCN. Yeah, no. Shot up, shot down, right? Stop. And guys, here's the thing. For those of you watching this video right now, we're going to give you a little mini lesson. Anytime you see a stock spike like this pre-market, don't even, it's not even worth it. Chances are it's going to be dog shit, okay? So if you see it spike up like this, 9 times out of 10, it's dog shit, and there's no reason you should even follow it, okay? 9 times out of 10, all right? So from now on, if you see something like this, know that you're probably on track for a really shitty stock, okay? No reason to even focus on it. It's when they gap up and actually hold, right? Then it's kind of worth watching, okay? BPTH, what's going on with BPTH? The BPTH up to 46.70. Again, this is pretty, this makes complete sense. Okay, guys, ready? What did we just say? Look at what does this look kind of similar to SEEL? Yeah, it's very similar to SEEL. And how so? Because we had our big move, we had our big sell-off, and this is our short-term intermediate bounce. The likelihood that we see BPTH up to 73.52, basically not going to happen. Right now, where it's at, it makes sense that it's at where it's at because we had this aggressive sell-off, right? And then look at, it's just kind of based out and held support around this pullback, right? Now it's bouncing and it's hitting resistance where it should, right? Right in this area, all resistance. So you're at a high buying point right now, so most likely this is not a good time to buy BPTH. You're into a seller's location. On the flip side, it's possible, but not as likely, right, that BPTH actually moves up on the day here. Because after this big drop and these spikes, this is where a lot of people were shorting. So it's arguable that if it can break over basically keep moving up over this high right here at 45.85, then there might be an additional short squeeze. But I would say BPTH is probably pretty exhausted, and we're going to probably see this resume back to the downside today. If it goes up, it goes up. Great. Honestly, that's fantastic. Something you might want to do with BPTH if you're planning on watching it is draw a trend line from this low across all these lows, and then you'll see that in terms of trend line, it's pretty far away. So it should have so if it is going to respect trend, it's got another another $2-3 a share it needs to come down to even get towards this trend line support area. Okay. So BPTH for me, probably not going to mess with it too much, right? Ooh. Yeah, BPTH could do an offering. I mean, there's, like I said, it's not worth it. I mean, chances are we'll probably see BPTH down towards, we'll honestly probably see BPTH back down towards $15, $10, and $5 within a couple weeks. Okay. Look at the SPY. Let's see. I know it bounced yesterday. So yeah, I had a really, really aggressive buyback and really aggressive bounce off that dip, right? That was the first dip we've had in a long time, right? So you got to think. First dip we've had in a long time off an aggressive buyback. This was an opportunity for a lot of people to get long because they feel like they missed out. But nothing's changed. The market is still the same as it was 3 weeks ago. Nothing at all has changed. The only thing that's changed is nothing. We're still in the same location. The 282 is still a seller's point. It's still resistance. We still have not broken out over that. We're literally in the same market we've been in, 4 weeks ago, a month ago. Okay, so really nothing's changed there. You're still at a seller's location of 280, right? And for a lot of people, this is a great point to be selling. A lot of people are using this as a great point to sell. I mean, let's look at it. Let's put another drawing up there. So sellers, right? That's seller's location. We did have on our chart, we had this marked off as a buy level. I was short just a few options and covered it up here on the buy. It literally was like two contracts, really something small. But I would say we're still in the same location as we were. This, though, I will say that is a very aggressive buyback, right? Because you can see how bullish that candle is. So that does give me some more like bullish sentiment in the short term. In the short term, this is a very bullish move. In the long term, this really doesn't mean jack shit, okay? So in the short term, that gives you sort of like more of a bullish sentiment. But in the long term, that one big candle, what does that even matter? It's really nothing in comparison, right? So, me personally, I think we're still in the same market as we've been. For me, I'm really the same sentiment, still down until we can break over this 280s level and hold 280, right? We haven't really broke over this whole 280s zone, this seller zone. We haven't broken out of that. So until we break out of the seller zone and can hold true above that seller zone, I'm really not long biased the market in the short term at least, okay? Oh, for sure we're going to have another big drop in the SPY. It's inevitable, right? I mean, it's literally inevitable that we're not going to have a big drop in the SPY. We haven't even had it. Just wait till we have a recession. Wait till a recession or a market crash. We'll have another big drop. Trying to time it is going to be very challenging. I mean, I tried to time the market all of 2018, right? All of 2018, I tried to time the market, and I did. I timed it pretty much perfect. I was shorting all of this, and I got this whole drop, right? So I did time the market, right? But it took me a whole year, right? So I mean, like, I don't think we're gonna drop tomorrow. If we drop tomorrow, fantastic. If we drop in 4 months, fantastic. If we drop in 2 years, great, right? Like, trying to time it is extremely hard. I anticipated we'd either go through recession, a crash, or some type of really big correction throughout the year of 2018, and it happened right at the end. The whole year I waited, and eventually we got one, right? We just came off, right? We just came off a major correction. So you can't think that, once we've recovered this much, you can't think we're just going to automatically go right back down. It's just not logical, right? The market just doesn't move like that, right? So yeah, we'll have another down drop, but don't anticipate it's tomorrow, next week, or anything like that. I would probably choose Lyft over Uber in regards to, and it's been a while since I've read up on Uber and read up on Lyft. But in regards to Lyft or Uber, from a fundamental side, ethics standpoint, and management, I would probably pick Lyft over Uber. As many of you guys know, Uber has been in the news so many times for like assault of like driver or sexual harassment, this or that or this. And meantime, Lyft is still the little brother in this movement, but they have far less problems when it comes to management, staying out of the news, sexual allegations, all that good stuff. I've never really seen Lyft have too much of an issue. So in terms of like a fundamental side and a management side and, picking the right team, I would say Lyft is, but then again, it's been a long time since I've really researched Lyft or Uber. But from what I do know, I'd be more on the Lyft side in terms of management and things like that. But in terms of who's bigger, Uber is, right? So it's like, well, do you pick the giant over the little brother, or do you go with the little brother because they seem to be smarter and more ethical, and in long-term perspective, they're the winner? That's something for you to, to choose. NIO. Sure, I'll take a look at NIO. So NIO, I'll even tell you guys, I'm long NIO currently. Sold off pretty big down into the demand zone. So, it doesn't look really good right now, but nothing looks good until it turns around, right? Oh, look, it looked really great right here. Look what happened. It dropped out. So again, guys, right? Don't let the markets trick you. When things look bad, they're usually good. And when things look good, they're usually bad. Vice versa. Everything you think you know about the market, think you're seeing about the market is usually flip-flop to a certain extent. So, NIO doesn't look all that great. And they have had some negative news. I think they even had like an investigation brought upon them. So definitely some negative news to draw this price back down into that six area. I'm currently long, going to be looking for a bounce, swing high here. When's it going to happen? Don't know. But currently long on it, seeing if we'll get a turnaround at NIO. D-Car is another one that you guys might want to watch. It had a crazy gap up yesterday. Okay trading day. BA had the news about basically their plane killing 200 people. The stock gap down yesterday, then it ramped up all day yesterday. Now it's gapping down this morning. I'd probably watch BA for a short play. UWT, it's been a while since I looked at UWT. Yeah, I'd have to get more up to date on the oil market. It's been a while since I've actually read up on them. Last I was trading UWT, I was long in like the 7s area and sold out in like the 13 area, 14 area. But, and even to myself, I said I think it had potential to get up to like 24s, 25s. But you just got to pay attention to the oil market and see what the OPEC is doing, see how they're regulating the supply and demand of oil. If the OPEC is stepping in and they are decreasing the supply, then of course the price is going to go up, and things like that. So personally, I still think that oil is going to be on the rise. They may have done a reverse split. I honestly don't know. I looked at it. Their gap up appeared to be a reverse split, but when I looked, I didn't see anything that said reverse split. It's possible I missed it. And I was wondering that myself because there was no news that would have driven the price up. But then I didn't also see that it did a reverse split. But I only checked Thinkorswim, so that might be the reason. We already covered BPTH. Silver and gold. If you're going to be, looking at silver and gold, you really want the dollar to decrease. If the dollar is showing weakness, gold and silver will increase. So you're going to want to follow DXY or DYX or the actual US dollar futures to figure out whether the dollar is strong or the dollar is weak, and then that's going to give you a better idea as far as how strong or how weak gold and silver would be. With that being said, guys, it's 8:50, 8:55. I'm going to get back to our private group here now. So if that's something you guys have ever been interested in, it's the first link in the description of the video and take you over to our website. As always, thanks again for tuning in. Tomorrow, we'll be back on with a camera so you guys can see my beautiful face and my beautiful mustache. And as far as that goes, everybody have a green day. Remember, words of motivation before I get offline here is that it's not about this trade, it's about your next 100 trades. You don't have to make 1,000 a day. You don't have to make 2,000. As long as you're walking away green from a market, that is always a good thing. Use the market as a way to create another stream of income, whether that's $10, $40, $60, $100. Any form of income coming to you is a good form of income. So try and keep that in your mind, that it's not about becoming rich in the market. It's about being as consistent as possible and accepting the good with the bad and the wins with the losses. And don't get frustrated. Don't get too emotional, okay? No reason to get emotional. Everybody loses and everybody wins. Today may not be your today, but tomorrow might be yours, okay? Just remember that going into today, and hopefully you guys all have a good day. Hopefully I have a good day, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow morning. Everybody, take care.